Think big, dream big. It used to be common knowledge that the business field has traditionally been dominated by men. Comparatively, in 2018, there is a 50% chance that your manager at work is a female. This is because so many women are being inspired by other strong, successful women and becoming more confident in what they're doing. Throughout history, there have been so many groundbreaking women leading the way for the rest of us. Without them, women would not have the rights we do today. The first step in encouraging and teaching our younger generations is through literature and exposing them to strong, competent role models who shattered glass ceilings. When you think of computers and IT, most think of a computer techie guy. I'm a female breaking into the tech world. It's been very challenging overcoming some of the boundaries for me this far, and it's only going to get more difficult for me to prove myself. It takes having a deep-seated core value system, and most importantly for me, support from my cheerleader family. It's crucial that we teach young girls to be credulous when it comes to what they have the ability to be, being strong and confident, knowing what they're doing is right, even when no one else seems to be. The books I selected demonstrate inspiration, dreaming big, being confident, cautiously evaluating all options, and not giving up. In Ruby the Copycat, Ruby imitates her classmate Angela, replicating everything about Angela, including what she said, wore, and did. In an excerpt of Ruby the Copycat, Angela demonstrates criticism towards Ruby when she said she did not like her hair. While we have to look up to other women as role models, if we all copied everything about them, we would lose our individuality, and we'd all be in the exact same boat. To be empowering of other women and supportive of others is going to get you so much further as well. Though it can be frustrating, it's crucial to learn to empower other women rather to be so quick to compare ourselves to others. Having a younger sister, I personally relate to this, and while I think it's endearing, I constantly urge her and other women to follow their paths, loves, and talents. It's crucial for women to be comfortable within themselves and to follow their own dreams. Uni the Unicorn is definitely a fiction story. I thought that it was very inspiring for readers to read about Uni, who was a very smart girl, adamant about believing that the land of unicorns needed her. She made wishes and kept her faith, knowing that her dreams were real. While the book is obviously far-fetched in the fact that unicorns aren't actually real, I think it metaphorically explains and inspires young girls that dreams really can come true and not to lose hope. She knew from the start what she wanted and where she belonged, and after time passed, she persevered, finally able to see her lifelong dream. I'm a believer that walking into a room with confidence and knowing exactly what you want is going to get you much further than being unsure of what you're looking for. After all, everyone loves and respects a confident woman. Chelsea Clinton's book, She Persisted, celebrates women who changed the world and paved the way for other women. Persistence and not taking no for an answer is an extremely key part in being a successful woman in the business world, and it was proven in this book. Fighting for what you believe in, no matter what it is, no matter how many times you fail, or how many obstacles get in your way, it's really crucial for women to be driven and persistent with what they need. Many women suffer from the same abuses that were exampled in the book She Persisted. Signed by Zelda highlights a young, eager woman, Lucy. She was forced by her parents to move to a different city, something that many young girls can relate to. As expected, she was skeptical and less than excited. Lucy had a very different hobby that not everyone understood, one that included analyzing handwriting samples. She has hopes to some way be sought after by the FBI to solve cases involving handwriting of ransom notes or crimes of that nature. The premise is how Lucy dreams big and does not give up her dreams when adverse situations arise. The last book I read and analyzed was My Mom is Trying to Ruin My Life. It tells a fairly realistic story about how a young girl is embarrassed by the things her mom does to her. Kisses her in front of her friends, doesn't let her do anything fun because she might get hurt, and forces healthier food options on her. She then goes on to say that her dad is trying to ruin her life too, by turning off her lights at 8 o'clock and making her do homework. After her imagination runs wild, she pictures them going to jail for ruining her life. She realizes she can't make it on her own without them. One of the lessons is how young kids learn to appreciate their parents and their boundaries. But I think the underlying lesson is for young girls to look at the entire picture and to take a step back before jumping fully into something, like in this case, running away. In the real world and the business world, it's crucial to be able to understand certain consequences before you're too quick to take action. This reminds me of the popular quote by Mary Simoe, "Life isn't about just talking, it's about thinking too." Share the credit, be yourself, and be encouraging of other women. Often uncomfortable, tooting their own horns, women will readily point to each other's accomplishments. For some women, though, it's not as easy to praise other women for fear of comparison. This is why it's such a crucial thing to learn at a young age, and it's going to get you much farther in the business world. Throughout all of these books, there were plenty of lessons to be followed. To be open, to inspire, and be inspired by other women. Dream big, don't criticize, don't give up, and to cautiously review your scenarios. Knowing what you want and going for it is what has gotten women to where we are today. Without our leaders and role models, our long strides for progress and empowerment would not have been made. I think that while these are all core lessons for young adults to learn, a grown adult can take note of these lessons as well. So, while learning them early is beneficial in the long run, it's never too late to learn a new trick.